Hey guys, welcome back to the Meat End. This weekend has been a weekend that a lot of us have waited for a year and a half, almost 2 full years with. And what I'm referring to is the return of Game of Thrones. Um, my wife and I were talking, it's her birthday coming up. One of the things that we talked about was, a couple different things we talked about was, what can we have to have while we're watching the new show starting up and the new season and the final season. And let's be honest, what makes anything better but bacon? So being it's my wife's birthday, she loves candied bacon that I make for her. We decided we're going to do some candied bacon this weekend. My previous video got a little snagged up with a telephone call, so I apologize. We took a half a cup of maple syrup. We took a half a cup of brown sugar, and we just threw it in and we mixed it up really well in the thing. We've got the grill getting ready going at 275 degrees. We've coated some of the bacon. We're actually going to coat it all. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some extra flavor and we're going to incorporate that into our candied bacon. So we're going to try and kind of like layer the flavors. And you want to get a healthy coating on your bacon so that you get all of that candied goodness all over the place. Okay? So doesn't matter if you're going for Team Stark or you're going for Team Lannister, or it doesn't matter, or Team Targaryen, who knows. Anyways, we've got thick sliced bacon from John F. Martin's and Sons. This is a bacon that I travel 1 hour to get to. The closest places they sell this to me is an hour away. My wife and I do this trip probably every 4 to 6 weeks, and we probably buy about 15 to 20 pounds of bacon per trip. This is a really good bacon if you're in the Lancaster area market. It actually really rocks. They've got their cures down to a science, and it doesn't do a lot of shrinkage. One of the things I really want you to take a look at is just take a look at the size of the bacon, nice and see how it lays nice and flat. Again, we've started some of this. We're going to do another batch of bacon. Once this runs out, we're going to use a maple bourbon, and we're going to do some candied bacon with some maple bourbon, and we're going to throw that extra spice on that as well, and that should really fire up the taste buds. Four Rivers puts out a really good maple bourbon, and we've used that an awful lot. But anyways, got a cookie sheet. I lined it with tin foil. I normally don't put the whole cookie sheet in. Saw somewhere that I should probably try and keep some of the extra grease out of my smoker, to try and help with the maintenance of it. So we're going to give this a try and see how it goes. Single layer bacon, cover everything with the maple syrup and brown sugar mixture, and then we're going to take some Holy Gospel meat rub, and we're actually going to create a couple different flavors, and we're going to sprinkle that on top of the candy mixture to give it some extra flavor, and we're going to give that a liberal dosage. We're going to put this into the smoker at 275 for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then we're going to come back and flip it, cover the other side with the maple syrup, and toss it off with the Gospel Barbecue Rub. And we're going to be rocking and rolling here in a little bit. So stay tuned to see how some of this comes out. I'm going to pan up another tray, and I'll talk to you all in a little bit. Make sure you follow us to see how this turns out, and we'll go from there. Have a great meat end, and go for Game of Thrones.